Alright, so welcome back. Today we're going to be doing Crystalline again because, well, why not? Because it's an awesome game. As you guys can tell, if you guys can't tell, I started this off right after that next recording because you know what? This game is awesome. I love it so much. Anyways, let's get on. Those voice cracks. Anyways, let's get on to the game. The sun dips in the sky and bathes the tips of the trees in a soft glow. My feet ache and protest with each step I take, and my legs are tight from all the walking. Hey look, we're in the village. Finally, we come through upon the perimeters of the village. Liana grins as she leads me through the gates.
Here we are, Meadow Hill Village.
I take the time to catch my breath and discreetly rest my burning muscles. Liana hardly seems affected by the long trek. How was this close? I'm just saved we're finally here. I pull my arms into a stretch. Phew, that was quite the journey. Liana masks a chuckle.
A journey?
I nod. This time she can't quite hold back her laugh.
Let's continue. We can rest at the inn tonight.
Oh, are we sleeping in the same room? You know, maybe in the same bed also, you know, like, yeah. Anyways, as she resumes walking, I ignore my screaming legs and follow her. You know, I'm gonna try to make this guy do whatever I would do. Or, you know, make him seem more funny. Anyways, the village is still bustling with people even at this time of day. I suppose they're getting in their last errands before nightfall. For the most part, everyone seems to focus on their own tasks. They barely glance at Liana, but when their gazes are drawn to me, they don't look away. In fact, their steps slow and they crane their necks as we pass. Now I know how an animal feels at the zoo. Liana overhears my muttering and watches the people around us.
It's your clothes. They're very peculiar.
What I'm wearing is normal for where I'm from. Even though the stares are directed at me, Liana seems equally uncomfortable.
Okay, new plan. Let's stop by the shops before they close. We don't need to draw attention to ourselves.
Alright. I instinctively pat my back pockets where I keep my wallet. I doubt they'll accept cards here, or dollars. I don't have any money.
That's okay. I'll take care of it.
That's really generous of you. I like a girl who's independent. Don't make a deal about it. I wouldn't say that, but I really want to know how he would react. But then again, I don't, so I won't. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It's understandable given your circumstances.
I'll pay you back once I can. Liana smiles and nods. Liana changes directions and leads me towards an adjacent street. There are rows of quaint shops lining both sides of the road. I've read the signs as we walk by. Edward's Apothecary, Blackstone Forge, Dragonscale Armory. Huh?
What is it?
So, yeah, I kind of forgot that sheep. Yeah. I was just thinking about how convenient it is that everything's in English here.
English?
I should have expected the question based on how our previous conversation have gone, but I'm a little taken aback. It's what we're speaking right now.
We're speaking common.
What? Liana pauses in front of a shop and peers inside. Satisfied, she motions me to follow.
Never mind. Come on in. We're here.
Alright, cool. I step into the shop, and the first thing I notice is overpoweringly musty smell of leather. I'm not surprised considering the walls are lined with different types of leatherware. Oh, this is cool. I smell like that actually. This is really cool, like all this. The amount of detail in this game already, that's really cool. A small elderly man emerges from the back. A pair of round glasses sits on his nose as his apron hangs around his neck.
Welcome. Please, take a look around.
His smile falters when he notices me. Liana clears her throat.
We're looking for a new wardrobe for my friend here.
Yes, of course.
The shopkeeper blinks back to reality and resumes his pitch.
Well, you've come to the right place. We tan our hides and stitch the pieces ourselves. You won't find any finer quality than here.
I really like this. Like the voice acting is actually really good too. Basically, all in all, I am just in love with this game already. Liana smiles politely and strolls towards the selections. I check out two seemingly identical leather vests, both of which are marked at different prices. I really can't see a difference between the two. Maybe they boost different stats. Hey, Liana. She turns around. Which one of these will increase my strength? Strength. She wrinkles her brows.
Wouldn't that be more reflective of your training?
Yeah, I have no idea what was going on, to be honest. So none of these raises any stats? Leon gives me a weird look.
Do your clothes where you come from raise stats?
No. Only if you consider cool points to be a stat. She just looks as confused as before. Never mind. She smiles as we continue pursuing. One by one, Liana and I pick out my new outfit. Once all the pieces have been chosen, she goes to haggle with the shopkeeper. I tune out of their discussion and watch the people passing by. The clothing are simple in design, meant to be more functional than aesthetic. To my surprise, everybody walks around armed. The village doesn't seem dangerous, but looks can be deceiving.
Why don't you get changed now? There's a space in the back to give you some privacy.
I nod and take the clothes from her. Once I've assured privacy, I quickly get changed. Luckily, these clothes have pockets and I can just transfer everything over. I pull out my wallet, deck of cards, and loose change. Next is my phone. I try to turn it on, just see if it'll work, but it doesn't react. The battery must be dead. I get the feeling that they don't have wall chargers here. Shrugging it off, I slip my phone into my pocket too. When I emerge, Liana gives me a once-over. How do I look? She grins and nods in satisfaction.
Wow, look at you, just like a native. This look suits you.
Thanks, man. I like this girl. She's nice. I match her grin. Thanks.
Let's go find the inn now.
Alright. She heads out of the shop and I follow her. Actually, maybe we can stop by the armory? She pauses and looks curiously over at me.
Armory? You want to get a weapon?
Her question is careful, cautious. The goal is to blend in, right? It's weird that a person wearing leather armor is traveling unarmed. I look like a hostage or something.
You do have a point. Plus, it could come in handy.
Why do I not like the sound of that?
Do you know how to use a weapon?
Although her voice holds no hostility, I can sense her caution. I practice kendo competitively. She blinks. It's a type of sword fighting where I come from.
I see.
Liana falls silent as she gazes out into the streets. After an extended pause, she nods. And I do know how to sword fight also, so I got you. Like me, personally. You know, I don't know kendo. I just kind of fight, you know. Competitively. Not really, actually, I don't. Anyways. Oh, sorry. That's alright, I need to swallow real quick. You know. Anyways, we head to the forge where rows of blades, ranging from long swords to short daggers, hang from the wall. Oh, whoa, there's guns! All of the blades look fairly plain, but the steel edges glint dangerously amidst the warm glow of the forge. I like this sword the best right here. This one. Maybe it's either this one or this one. Like the previous shopkeeper, the metalsmith annoys us as he pounds out a red-hot blade. Sparks jump from the clanging metal, reminding me of fireflies. Liana lets me browse the swords. I reach for the one that catches my eyes. As I gently remove it from the shelf, I miscalculate its weight and drop it. The steel scratches the ground with a sharp screech. The metalsmith pauses in his work to glower a warning. Oh, crap, never mind. Liana looks on in shock.
Careful!
I quickly right the sword back up and grip it tightly. Liana now watches me with intrigue.
Is this the first time you've held a sword?
I lift, bro! I lift, bro! You even lift, bro! I would just say this one. Shaking my head, I let her practice swing with the sword and it glides graceful in the air. Liana looks impressed.
Was that a move from your kendo?
I nod.
Not bad.
Oh, no, she seems super nice. I like this girl. I swing again and the movement flows naturally. As the sword cuts through the air with a sharp thwing, I can't help but admire how smoothly it slices. This is high quality craftsmanship. Let's go with this one. As before, Liana discusses with the shopkeeper. As she returns, I strap the sword to my belt. Oh, this is cool. We make one more stop to gather supplies for our travels. By the time we're finished, the sun has set and darkness blankets the sky. The town is aglow with soft lights glint from within houses and the lampposts on the streets. As we pass by a lamppost, I peek inside and see a small crystal shining brilliantly. Using the lights to guide us, we find the inn. I take a seat at one of the crude tables while Liana talks to the innkeeper behind the bar. There are a scattering of other patrons, mostly men, who sit alone, nursing a tankard of what I assume to be ale. I stifle a yawn. Now that I had a chance to sit down, I feel the full weight of my fatigue. Luckily, Liana returns and hands me a key.
This is your room for the night. It's right next to
man.
mine.
We're not having a room night next to each other? Thanks. She nods.
They should be coming out with our dinner soon. Then we should get to sleep. We have an early start.
My stomach grumbles in anticipation. Sorry. Liana smiles as she sits in the empty stool next to mine. Our meals arrive and I stare at the bowl before me. It's a goopy, thick stew and looks about as appetizing as dog food, but it smells pretty good. What is this?
It's stew.
What kind of stew?
Rabbit.
A brief image of a cute, fluffy bunny flashes across my eyes.
Is something wrong?
I only eat non-GMO, all-natural, vegan, certified gluten-free, 100% whole grains, no trans fat, grass-fed, no preservative, organic pasture meals. All right, so do not give me meat. I'm a vegan. Vegan gains, man. Not really. I'm gonna just say nope. All good. I'm all about trying new foods. Nothing wrong. This is fine. Thanks. I take a tentative bite of my soup.
How is it?
Stew, not soup. How is it? Amazing. This is even better than I expected. Liana grins as she digs in. I finish eating and Liana cleans her bowl. Then the two of us head upstairs. She pauses in front of her room and I stop in front of mine. Good night.
Good night.
I like this game. This is nice. I'm about to enter my room when I hear a small voice. I look down. I see the pen go back at my feet. Now that I think about it, ever since we entered the village, she's been awfully silent. Have you been following us this whole time, or did you lose us and find us again? The pango blinks twice and bounces.
Pongos aren't exactly welcomed everywhere.
Why is that?
Well, they absorb the energy around them, including crystals which are used to light lampposts, or other similar items.
Oh, I can see how that would be bad.
I think this guy knew to stay out of sight once we came in here.
What if someone sees him
As
here?
long as he doesn't stray too close to a crystal, he'll be fine. People only make a fuss when it looks like their crystal might be drained.
Alright. Got it. She reaches towards the pongo.
Do you want to sleep with me tonight?
Yes, I do.
Boy.
No, dang, she's talking to the pongo. Not really, I knew she was talking about the pongo. The pongo snuggles against my leg. Liana sighs.
I thought as much.
She opens her door and flashes me one last smile.
Sleep well.
She disappears into her room. I open my door and step through. The pongo perks up. Let him in. No, my room. I'll let him in. I step away from the door and the pongo hops in. As I close the door behind me, he continues to hop around the room as if expecting it. Yawning widely, I collapse onto the bed. The pongo continues to circle around the room. Are you looking for a good place to sleep? Yep. He suddenly leaps up and lands on my bed. He then bounces to the foot of the bed and wiggles himself a cozy nest by creating a small crater on the top of the blanket. I can't help but grin at the little guy. Good night, Pongo.
Boy.
I roll over in bed, and it's not long before I'm fast asleep. A knock on my door jolts me awake. I sit straight up in the bed and barely notice a tiny yelp as the pongo tumbles to the floor. Hello? The knocking stops.
It's Liana. Are you about ready?
I rub my eyes and blink at the feeble rays of light outside. What time is it?
It's past dawn. We need to get a move on if we want to make a good time.
Dawn? There's no good reason anyone should be awake at this hour. I attempt to lay back down in my bed, but when the knocking starts again. Alright, I'll be there in a minute. The noise stops. I yawn and stretch, then notice the pongo on the floor. What are you doing on the floor, buddy? Weren't you sleeping on the bed? Yeah, because you knocked him off, mate! The pongo wiggles and shoots me an accusatory look.
Boy.
I glance at the slight indentation on my pillow and back at the blue mass on the floor. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock you off. He looks cautiously at me, then hops onto the bed and onto my head. He nips at my hair and then jiggles. I guess that means he's forgiven me. I push myself to my feet and begin getting dressed. Once I've grabbed all my things, I push open the door and nearly collide with Liana. Whoa! Oh crap. I think she said, oh, are you ready? I'm sorry, I did not mean to double click. Yeah. Liana nods, then leads the way out of the inn. I follow her through town as we head north. It's a lot quieter than when we first arrived as the town gradually begins to wake up. We don't run into too many people on the street. Although the shops aren't open yet, I can see the shopkeepers busy prepping for the day. Right before we reach the other town, a guard stops us.
There's been heightened bandit activity reported on these roads.
Oh, dang it. Liana brows crease.
Are the roads closed?
No, but until we get a handle on the bandit activity, we're advising everyone to stay in town.
We can't stay.
Where are you headed?
We're headed to Illumia.
You're a mage knight?
Sorry, I did not mean to skip whoever that was. She nods. As the guard turns his focus to me, I draw attention to the blade on my hip. He nods gruffly, then moves out of the way.
Just be careful out there.
Alright, thank you, guard. I love you. Wait, I don't know why I said I love you, but thanks, dude.
Thank you.
You seem nice. She must for me to follow her. Once we're back on the familiar dirt path, I take one last look at Meadow Hill Village before refocusing on the road ahead of me. Our trek along the path is peaceful. The forest gradually awakens with birdsong and the scuttling of woodland creatures. Having grown up in the city, the sounds of nature still startle me, and I glance at every rustle of the leaves. Really? Like, I live sort of in the city, but nah, actually, I live on the outskirts, but I don't get afraid of nature. Good, that's a bit weird. Liana Foe seems unfazed, her eyes routinely surveying her surroundings. Suddenly she freezes. I nearly bump into her. What the?
Shh!
I fall silent as she listens. When she speaks, her voice is a whisper.
Did you hear that?
No, I did not. I have no idea what you're talking about. I strain my ears, listening for anything out of place. Then I hear the voices among the trees. Bandits? A strangled scream pierces the air, scaring a flock of birds into flight.
Someone might be in danger.
We've got to help them. Her previous caution abandoned. Liana sprints towards the sound and follows at her I follow at her heels. We both take cover as the trees open up, revealing a man in a trench coat, surrounded by 5 bandits. One more bandit lies motionless on the ground. Upon seeing their fallen comrade, the bandits all unsheath their weapons. 3 of them hold long swords, and 2 of them point guns. The trench-coated man doesn't stir. His dark hair falls over his eyes, and I can't see his face.
He won't get away from us this time. Take him out.
The man pushes open his coat and draws 2 guns as the bandits converge. Liana sets her jaw.
Stay here.
As soon as the words fall from her lips, she races out from the trees. Her hair whips behind her, and her white coat tails billow in a graceful arc. She moves faster than any human, as if the air is pushing her forward instead of dragging her down. Her gauntless hand clenches and a blue sphere glows, then disappears as she smashes her fist into the nearest bandit. He flies away from her and crashes against a tree before crumpling into a heap.
Mage knight?
A mage knight!
She must be with him.
Or she's after the bounty. Take her out too.
The mysterious man fires a hail of blue blasts at the bandit, catching one of them in the chest. Liana deflects the sword from another bandit with her own blade. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I have to help. No, dude, stay back, dude. They know what they're doing. You don't. Stop. Like, it's only 5 bandits. That 2 are like, I guess, like the pretty well trained, dude. And I'm not gonna lie, I really hope that one guy does not join, because I wanna have alone time with me and Liana, man. You know, it's not cool. Anyways, ignoring Liana's command, I unsheath my sword and charge into the battle. Prototype version minigame will be available in future builds. Win your fight, lose your fight. Win your fight. So this is a demo, but like it's gonna have like a mini fight right there. That would be pretty cool. Liana breathes heavily as she surveys the bodies around her. She glances at me and the stranger who's still standing.
Anyone hurt?
I do a gentle pat down on myself and wince at my bruises. Nothing major. Liana nods, then she fiddles with her manipulator. Oh dang it! He's cool looking. I hope she doesn't fall for him. Not cool. I hope he doesn't come with us. Ah, I don't want that. No. The man stays silent as he inspects his gun. Now that I have a better look at him, I realize that although his fierce scowl makes him seem tough, he doesn't look that much older than me. His hair has a habit of falling around his eyes, but he pushes it back. I notice a long scar cut around his eye, across one eye. Once satisfied, he tucks his gun back into his belt and gets to his feet. He nods at us.
Thanks.
Zack Spade. Then he turns away.
Wait!
Wait! He pauses.
Where are you headed?
Why?
Why? I like him. He's pretty cool, but I still don't want him to follow us. Don't invite him, Liana. Don't do that.
There might be more bandits around. We should team up if we're going in the same direction. Safety in numbers.
No! Why, Liana? He studies us in stony silence. Then his gaze flicks to her manipulator, and he relaxes slightly.
Where are you going?
We're headed to Illumia.
Me too.
Liana nods.
You're from the Mage Guild?
Yes, I'm Leanna.
I'm Shadow.
Zack.
All of us glance at the little blue Pongo who seemingly popped out of nowhere. And, this is our little
I
friend.
see.
The Pongo blinks at Zack, who stares him down. The Pongo bounces uncertainly. Zack, a blinking stare never wavers, so the Pongo scoots behind my leg for safety.
Now that introductions are over, let's get moving.
Zack waits for us to collect our things, and once we're all set, we head back onto the road. Liana and I lead the way, the Pongo keeping pace with us, while Zack hangs a few steps behind us. Ask about Zack's weapon. Ask about Liana's speed. I'm gonna ask about Liana's speed. Liana, I saw you during the fight. How are you able to move so fast?
I cast wind magic to manipulate my movements.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, so like putting on a speed buff.
They're small adjustments, like shifting the draft to move me forward, or using a breeze to help lift me during jumps.
That's actually pretty cool. Damn, that sounds awesome. She grins.
The next time you're lagging behind, I'll use my wind to give you a little boost.
That would be amazing. I can already imagine myself running like the wind. Liana seems pleased by my reaction. Ask about Zack's weapon. So what type of gun is Zack carrying?
You mean his discharger?
What's a discharger? I hear a sound behind us. Zack raises an eyebrow when I turn around to look at him.
Did you hit your head or something?
Liana looks a little uncomfortable.
He's not exactly from around here.
Zack crosses his arms.
I see.
There's a pause. So, a discharger?
It's a weapon that uses crystal spheres to power it.
So, it is a gun.
Maybe?
The spheres are the bullets. Well, it's kind of like of the magazine in some sense, but it's used to fire bullets, or in this case, bullets of energy? Liana looks uncertain. Although it made sense in my head, I can see why she might be confused. Never mind, I got it, thanks.
Sure.
She smiles. I feel Zack's gaze on me, but his expression is hard to read. You know, I think it's kind of obvious why how he could tell, like, she was in the Mage Guild right there, so I have nothing to ask. Right. Well, it looks like the guard was telling the truth. There definitely are bandits on this road.
Yeah.
There's something in her voice, which makes me think she doesn't completely agree. What is it?
It's just, well, for bandits, they were pretty well equipped.
She stares hard at Zack, but he doesn't react. What does that mean? Are they not bandits?
I'm not sure.
They were bandits.
She looks sharply at Zack, obviously caught off guard.
Sure.
That didn't sound too convincing. Ooh, something's going on. The subject drops, but I feel a little uneasy. If those guys weren't bandits, then who were they? And why were they attacking Zack? The question circles my mind, as the conversation lulls to silence. Liana leads the way, though she seems to have something on her mind. Zack trails behind me. He remains on heightened alert. We traveled together for quite some time, with no further interruptions. I can feel my legs start to burn from all the walking.
We should make camp before it gets dark.
There's a good spot up ahead which hides us from view. It'll still give us visibility on any intruders, though.
Sounds good. Oh, dang it. I accidentally clicked on the second one. Dang it, what was the second one? I guess there's only one way to find out. Find out what? I lie down on the bedroll and place my hands behind my head. This isn't as bad as I thought. A yawn escapes my lips. I can definitely fall asleep here. My gaze lingers at the night sky above. The moon hangs in the inky sky, dotted with so many pinpricks of silver light. They sparkle vividly, as if trying to chase away the dark. I breathe out a breath in wonder. I never knew that stars could shine so brightly. I tried to pick out a few constellations, but the star patterns above are unfamiliar.
What are you looking at?
I quickly sit up at the sound of Liana's voice. She holds 2 steaming bowls in her hand. I accept one of the bowls with a smile and she sits down beside me, just admiring the sky. The place is really beautiful. Back where I live, you don't get to see so many stars.
How come?
Light pollution. Our cities are filled with so much light that it drowns out the stars. Liana gazes thoughtfully at the sky.
Right. It's a little harder to see the stars in town than it is out here.
I shake my head. That's not the same. Some nights I don't see the stars at all. Her eyes widen in surprise, then she places her chin in her hands.
A night sky without stars.
She looks at me.
What's your world like?
It has really cool tech. It's bad. Humans are a plague to the planet. Different, but more or less the same. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. It's kind of like here, but kind of different. She stares at me, waiting for me to elaborate. We don't use crystals or have magic, and we definitely don't have pongos. I glance at the pongos snoozing beside me. Liana smiles at his soft snores. But we do have forests and towns. We speak languages, and have our own version of academies and shops and guilds. We also have weapons and martial
like
arts.
Kendo.
Yep.
That sounds like it'd be an interesting place to visit. I wonder what it's like to live in a world with no crystals.
Trust me, you don't. She tilts her head back and returns her gaze to the sky. Underneath the moonlight, her pale skin seems to glow amidst the darkness. You gonna make a move? Her face softens as she smiles.
You're right. The stars really are beautiful.
Dude, are you gonna do like a cheesy line? Just like, yeah, but you're more beautiful. Come on, please do that. Dang it. We fall into a comfortable silence as we enjoy the tranquility of the night. After we finish eating and cleaning up, Zack approaches us.
It's getting late.
Liana nods.
I'll take first watch so you can rest.
All right. I'll take second watch.
I guess that leaves me with the third. Zack stares obliquely at me while Liana coughs nervously.
That's okay. We had an early start, and I'm sure you're tired. We should rest up and sleep through the night.
She's right. I'll do that. Whatever. Do you guys not trust me? I'm gonna ask her that. It almost sounds like you guys don't trust me. Although I try to keep my tone light and joking, Liana looks guilty.
No! That's not... I mean, it's not that we don't trust...
Yes.
Yes. She looks sharply at Zack. His arms are crossed, but his expression doesn't change. Seriously? Zack nods towards Liana.
She's part of the Mage Guild, so I know she won't pull any tricks.
I'm sorry.
As the fire in my mind abates, I realize Zack has a point. I've given him no reason to trust me. If I was in his shoes, I'd just be as cautious. I nod. Alright, I suppose that's fair.
I better get to sleep then. Good night.
Good night. Zack nods. Liana flashes me one last smile before crawling into her bedroll. As she lies down, Zack positions himself against the tree and takes a seat. Go to bed. Get to know Zack. I'ma go to bed. Cause I'm
you
tired.
should sleep too.
Yeah, I think I will. He nods and I lie down in my bedroll. Before long, I fall asleep. I kinda wanted to get to know Zack a bit, but then again I don't. A dull throbbing in my back pulls me awake. I hadn't fully appreciated the magic of mattress until now. A yawn escapes and I stretch widely. Aside from the achiness, I actually feel well rested. I sit up and glance around. Zack leans against the tree with his head down. His hair covers his eyes, so I can't tell if they're open or closed. Regardless, his hands rest on the handle of his discharger. Creepy. Looking around again, I failed to spot Liana. Where did she go? I think I hear her cry in the distance. Is that her? I should go investigate. Crossing over a hill, I see Liana practicing in an open field. She grips her blade in a fighting stance. Her face stern with concentration. Ha! She swings her blade in a high arc, ending with a graceful spin. Judging by how fluid and accurate her movements is, it's clear she's dedicated many years to perfecting her craft. Her hair whips around her as she turns, but never seems to blow in her face. Even with heavy armor, her movements are still nimble, as if she's wearing armor at all. I wonder if that's all. If all of that has to do with her wind magic. Once she notices me, she lowers her sword.
Oh, sorry. Did I wake you? I moved out here so I wouldn't disturb you.
No, I was already up. I didn't see you at camp, so I came looking.
Gotcha. Boy!
Glancing down at my feet, I spot the beaming Pango. Liana giggles.
Looks like you guys are best friends already.
Of course, more like a stalker. I really want to put more like a stalker, but I'll put of course. The best of friends, isn't that right? The Pango nods excitedly.
Boy!
It's pretty early. Do you always begin your mornings with a warm-up? Liana nods.
It helps me wake up and prepare for the day ahead. Also, it's become a part of my routine, so it just doesn't feel right when I don't do it.
Actually, that makes actually a lot of sense. I know what you mean. I can't really go through my morning routine from Earth here on Terra, and it feels a bit strange.
Right.
Liana looks down. The awkwardness creeps into the silence. She probably took that in a negative way, which wasn't my intention. That's okay though. I could always make a new routine.
New routine?
I sheath my blade and grip it. The morning practice you do seems like a good place to start. She grins.
Considering how well you handled yourself yesterday, I'm curious to see what's the extent of your skill set.
Oh yeah, alright, cool. I smirk. Dude, I have like a huge grin on right now, dude. This is, oh man, I love this game. Only one way to find out. So what's the lesson today, senpai?
Sand pie?
Sand pie. Wait, why did I say senpai? I shake my head. Never mind. She blinks, then refocuses and matches my fighting stance by raising her sword.
Since you already have some experience with the blade, sparring will be the best way to gauge your skills.
I'm ready. I don't end up hurting you. Let's do this then. I tighten the grip on my blade. Ready when you
Here
are.
I come!
Do I... Yeah, oh, I was hoping it would be like a mini game. Liana dashes towards me. Her movements seem slower than what they were during the Bandit fight. It seems like she's trying to stay true to word and isn't using wind magic. Prototype version minigame would be do well. Somehow I managed to keep up with her, to keep pace with her. Of course I'm gonna do well, guys. Like, how would I not? You know, I'm just a scrawny kid, but you know, it's whatever. Every time I think I'm about to get the upper hand, her intensity increases until we're equally matched again. Even so, I can feel her holding back. Without using magic, mage knights are still a formidable opponent with the sword, especially if they're anything like Liana. We go back and forth for a few more swings until Liana strikes from above. I hurriedly block with my sword, but I lose my balance and in my hurry and topple to the ground, landing on my back. Oof. Liana kneels down beside me.
Your fundamentals are solid. If you keep practicing, I'm sure you'll be a formidable warrior in no time.
Aw, crap, what did I do? She smiles and blushes. I think I said thank you for your praise or something like that. Liana extends a hand and helps me back to my feet.
It would be better if I could watch you spar with someone else. That way, I can see your movement from different angles and give you better feedback.
Unless the Pongo can use a sword, the only other option is Zack. I look around and spot Zack leaning against the tree closer to our sparring location. He's watching us with his arms crossed. Wait, how long has he been there? Liana rushes over to him.
Zack! Would you be willing to duel with him?
She points to me.
I'd like to get a better look at his technique.
He merely stares at her.
Oh, right. You need a blade.
Liana hands her blades to Zack. He takes it from her and inspects it.
What are the rules of the duel?
Standard spar. Be the first one to knock your opponent to the ground.
He's gonna beat me! As Liana returns to me, we share a glance. That was surprisingly easy. I guess it's not in a mercenary's nature to back down from a fight, even if it's a fake one.
Are you two ready?
Yeah, let's go! I step a decent distance away from Zack and ready my blade. Yep! Zack continues to stand there. I look at Liana again and she just shrugs. He nods.
Okay, begin!
I rush forward. Dead. And suddenly I'm on the ground, staring up at the sky with an aching pain in my chest and the wind knocked out of me. I groan.
Strange. I thought he'd last at least 2 shots.
Zack!
What?
Why did you use your discharger?
Why not?
Liana steps
The
forward.
whole point was to have a sword match with him.
You didn't list that as a rule.
Like, Zack, seems like he hasn't done anything wrong. Liana's so mad. Her frustration is evident in her voice.
Why else would I give you my sword?
Why did you give me your sword?
For you to use!
She snatches her blade back from Zack and heads over to
Are
me.
you hurt?
I don't think so. My pride. I really want to say that, but I don't think so. I'll be fine, I think. I throw it to the tender spot on my chest. It feels like I was shot with a paintball bazooka, or at least my armor is still intact. Liana helps me up again.
The one and only lesson you need to know when
As soon as he's done speaking, Zack turns around and heads back to the campsite. Sorry guys, I read that really fast, sorry. Liana huffs.
Mercenaries can be so annoying sometimes.
Yeah, he's probably seen some heavy stuff. Mercenaries take up all sorts of jobs, including some really unsavory types. That probably influences their battle ethics and code for survival to be more brutal than others. Liana ponders my words.
That's true.
Liana Dawn. We pack up our things and clean up the campsite. then we continue our journey. Alright, and then as we walk, we slip into a comfortable silence. Zack lingers behind Liana and I while the Pongo returns to his usual spot on my head. After a few hours, it doesn't seem like we're getting any closer. So, how long till we reach Illumina?
We'll need to stop at Raven Pass to restock and spend the night. But if we continue to make good time, we'll reach Illumia by midday tomorrow.
Jeez, that's a long trip. One more day of walking. If only I had brought my bit fit, I would have my daily steps done for a lifetime. I nod, and we fall back into silence. Sorry. By mid-afternoon, we arrive at the gates of a settlement even smaller than Meadow Village. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end off the episode here. And I'd like to say thank you, Pack, for watching. This like so far, this seems really fun. And anyways, thank you, Pack, for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll see you all later in the next episode, maybe live stream. Anyways, see you later.